worsening the humanitarian situation. Ladies and gentlemen, Syria has suffered since the 80s of last centuries from different kind of sanctions imposed by United States of America, and since 2011, the United States and European Union and other countries have imposed illegal unilateral coercive measures on Syria, very complicated one, including an asset freeze and travel ban, as well as oil embargo and export restrictions on equipment and technologies. These measures targeted the stability of the Syrian economy and caused significant losses beside its negative effect on human rights and livelihood of the Syrian people, which forced hundreds of thousands of them to leave their countries. The cumulative effects of these measures led to serious suffering of getting essential humanitarian items, as documented in the report and statements made by the UN, including DESA and ESCWA report from 2013 to 2017. Also hindered the Syrian government's effort to comply fully with its commitments toward the international agreements, including SDGs 2030s. Allow me, due to the time constraint, allow me just to share some summaries on the dramatic effects of the unilateral coercive measures on Syria. The restrictive measures against the Central Bank of Syria is the most serious one, as a main bank authorized to support financial operations aimed at securing the needs of the Syrians. By targeting money transfer transactions, all sectors supporting the humanitarian needs for Syrian people were severely affected, and the supply for food, medicine, medical equipment, and energy products by the state and international organization was hindered. Moreover, certain states and international donors have linked their funding for Syria with their political agenda. Health sector was dramatically affected through the impediment of the importing relevant treatment and medical supplies, including for cancer treatments. Many Syrians died because of the lack of the medicines. So, as my friend said, it's really killed people. Plus, the ability of purchasing materials, equipment, spare part, and software for productions of medicines and pharmaceutical products were severely affected. Education sector have been also affected due to the fact that many countries suspended their academic exchange agreements signed with Syria, as well as due to the inability of the Syrian Central Bank to transfer the cost of the study to those students. Electricity sector, most of the contracts with the foreign company concerning power plant project have stalled. Many loans for the projects under implementation have been suspended. There were difficulties in obtaining replacement parts needed for the maintenance of some generating stations. The air transport sector have suffered heavily losses due to the inability of purchasing aircraft and its spare parts, or even providing the necessary maintenance. Agricultural exports were adversely impacted with the prohibition of import of Syrian products and imposed trade sanctions on those dealing with the Syrian companies. Unemployment rate increased significantly to 49% in 2015, compared with 8.5% in 2010, due to the suspension of large number of agricultural, industrial, services, and economic facilities that depends on imported materials. For example, 670
de materiales importados, por ejemplo, 670 plantas industriales cesaron sus actividades, con lo que se perdieron más de 20.000 oportunidades de empleo. La alta tasa de pobreza llegó al 41% en 2015, y estamos hablando de pobreza extrema, contra el 8,5% en 2011. El PBI se ha reducido entre la mitad y un tercio a partir de 2011 y las reservas de divisas se han agotado. El tipo de cambio de la libra contra el dólar se ha reducido tremendamente en estos últimos años. El gobierno sirio ha adoptado una estrategia de fortalecer la cooperación sur-sur para hallar alternativas al desarrollo y renovar alianzas comerciales y económicas con países como la Federación de Rusia, la República Islámica del Irán, la República Popular China y otros países amigos. Concluiré diciendo que las medidas unilaterales impuestas a nuestro país han ocasionado sufrimientos a nuestros ciudadanos y perturban la reconstrucción de nuestra economía, muchas escuelas, hospitales y demás instalaciones públicas que todos necesitan. Estas medidas unilaterales e inhumanas no deben aplicarse más y cesar por completo. Gracias. Thank you, Your Excellency. And now, the colloquium is on. We have 20 minutes, not a second more, to ask any of the four panelists.
De tres en tres preguntas. De tres en tres preguntas. Primera pregunta aquí, segunda pregunta.